their own 26-yard line.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Switch, switch, switch. Check it out, read.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike, go, go, go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike 5-4. Mike. Got it, got it. Mike 5-4. Here we go, here we go. Hey, alert, alert, alert.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, L.A. Darius Slayton, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready, move ready. 56, check. Easy. Hey.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Play to win. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston, and he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. 3rd and long for Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that article.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Silver. Hey, watch it.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Touchdown, Falcons! Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out.
He's got a man, complete. 39 yards there, a big one. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got it. Hey, stop. 24. Check 24.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go, let's bring it. Flip it, flip it, flip it. That's it. Bring it. Chance.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On third down, Winston. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Let's go. Do it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make the run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
51, Mike 51. Check.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Throw caught here by Bird. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Hey, check. 3. Hey, easy. Check.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Wilson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Mike 51.
Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Here's Jones. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Rams have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now it's Wilson. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Watch the safety creep.
Third and short yardage, Winston. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From midfield now on 2nd down, Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Eric Armstead able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, pick your
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Good job right there. 54. I got you.
Running right, Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Pass complete to Bird out right here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
14, 14, run it. Run left. 51, Mike 51.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. The quick slant caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hope.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Breida. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Let's go double count right.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. Alert. Friday. Undercross. One left. Kill.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now Jones. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He'll try and run it, and he will score. Touchdown, L.A. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on the 9 over there. You're on the 9.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Jameis to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Single receiver. Hey,
A first down throw for Winston. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And now it's second down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
6 guys over. Down. Under 10. 10.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Caught by Jones. 15 yards, first down Atlanta. Jameis now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are back within a single score. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
We play to win. Let go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
51 to Mike. 18.
I'll go special.
Now Wilson rolling to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity?
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw, and it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
51,
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Spot that.
Alert 3.
Throwing now is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darius Slayton, 71 yards. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Winston to throw. He completes it to Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. 1st down, Falcons. On 1st down, here's Breida. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. This complete to Jones. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. Back to throw. Jones has it. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Winston. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But it looked like a Rams player